Hey, what's up? This is Kelly with North Commerce, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you how North Commerce is going to actually work. So this video will kind of give you a good idea of what to expect from North Commerce when you're building your next e-commerce site. So if you saw my previous video, you kind of have a general idea of how our roadmap is going to work up until our closed beta, and then once we start our closed beta, we'll start slowly releasing the full North Commerce builds. And you'll be able to test these on your sites and start building e-commerce sites. So that'll be exciting. So some of the key differences between North Commerce and WooCommerce is one, we're going to use custom tables. So that means we don't need to serialize our data. And in turn, what that'll mean is we'll have faster query times. Basically, faster response times. We'll be able to get data quicker so that all that information for your products, your information for your checkouts, all that stuff will be faster with North Commerce. We have an improved user interface and user experience just overall. So it'll be much easier for you to manage your own e-commerce store, or it'll be so much easier to pass over the finished e-commerce site to a client. My background is in freelance, and I've done dozens of e-commerce sites for clients, and handing it over to them has always been the toughest part. It's like you kind of can make up some video tutorials for them, and will never watch them, and then they will email you constantly about how to do something or where to find an order or how to add a product or something like that. And so this will make it much easier just to manage the admin side of the store. So it'll be really nice. This is huge. Number 3 is you'll be able to create custom e-commerce components. So the current state of WooCommerce is awesome if you're a developer and you know how to build pages and work with WooCommerce. You could go from there, or maybe you can have a starting theme that you like. I know a lot of you do, but for people who like using builders, you're kind of limited to whatever the builder can do. So I know a lot of builders like Oxygen, Divi, Elementor have some pretty awesome tools when it comes to customizing the product page, but then kind of leave it up to you to figure out the cart page or the checkout page, or even like the cart in the navigation. You have to scour around for other plugins to customize the checkout flow if you want to, and stuff like that. So it kind of makes it a headache. So you'll be able to customize every e-commerce component that you could think of on your website. So that's product pages, cart pages, checkout pages, the actual cart icon in your navigation, any featured products you want to embed, like on your home page, galleries, archive pages, all of the above, you'll be able to customize inside of North Commerce with our micro builder, which I'll show in the next slide. And then the last thing is all those e-commerce components, you can control where those go via shortcodes. So you create your cart page that you want, and then you just embed the shortcode, and it's as easy as that. You want to know where you want to customize where the checkout page goes, or you want to add various elements on that page as well, and then add the cart underneath those. Just copy the shortcode. The only place where you really won't be using shortcodes is the product pages. Basically, you'll be able to customize all the product pages based on category, product type, product name even, and so you have full control over what those will look like. So if you haven't yet, head over to commerce.northplugins.com, and you can everything I show you right now, you can go on there, log in, and get a preview. So I'm going to go over here and just kind of show off what we've been working on. So if you haven't seen the overview, this will have all of your, this is basically your dashboard. So it's all your analytics, total sales, total orders, top products sold, top coupons used, your average order value, your returning customer rates, your total subscriptions. You'll be able to manage all of those subscriptions right within the dashboard, meaning you can see when renewals will happen, you can see when you can cancel subscriptions, you can pause subscriptions. All of that will be managed here. You'll be able to see all your orders right here and the status of those. So whether the payment is pending or it's been completed, whether the product has been shipped out and fulfilled, and then if you want some more detail about that particular customer's order, you can always click on that and then see the customer's order. You can manually change from unfulfilled to fulfilled, like if maybe you're doing some manual services or some calls or something, you can always change the status there. And then if you need to know the tracking number or where the package is, you could go into the order and check tracking from here. And then see all the products you would like, any sort of customer metadata, the payment method they use, their billing address, or whatever. It'll be all here. If you want to issue refunds, you can do that up at the top right by clicking this button. If you want to edit their customer data, you can do that as well. So we can kind of toggle through each of these customers really easily. And everything loads super fast between customers. So that looks good, and then we'll have a timeline here. This will come as we release more integrations. So if you're using a shipping postage provider, you will see updates here. If you're using Zapier, you'll be able to see that Zapier has been fired and kind of get a history of what's going on with this order. Like I said, we want to make it as easy as possible to be able to manage your entire store straight from this dashboard. We know that you use tools that help you run your business, but the more you can do here, we feel the easier it will be, especially for clients, so they don't have to learn 4 different platforms, one for shipping, one for managing orders, one for payments and all this stuff. It's just all in one. So that's orders. And you'll be able to sort orders easily right here based on their status if you'd like. Now, hopping over to products, I know a lot of people that have been previewing the current build we have on here have created products as well. And so these are all those. And you can go in here and kind of sort through all those products. So you can just add a product here by just clicking Add Product and then choose between one-time payment or subscription. So that's really nice. I won't go too much into detail with these because I think I do go over this in the other video, but I just kind of want to show you all of this stuff. Discounts hasn't been worked on yet, so don't worry about that. And then one thing I did want to show off was our notifications. So these are all the emails that'll be sent out based on what happens with the customer. So order's been completed, so then an order confirmation email's sent out. If you edit an order, maybe they update their shipping address or something like that, you can update that and then it'll send an automated email letting the customer know that that information has been corrected and so forth. The cool thing about this is you can customize the emails however you'd like. So currently I think I have some placeholder design here. I can click on this little eye icon and cool. It looks like someone even did this. This wasn't something I did, so this is awesome. You guys are trying it out. And you can create complete custom emails and put any metadata that you want in there. So if you want to put the customer's name, what they ordered, their shipping address, their billing address, their order number, their payment method, all of that information you can just put right in here. So that's super nice. And then same thing with SMS. If you'd like, you can integrate with Twilio, and then Twilio will handle all the SMS messages sent out. But do the same things. You can easily just say like, your order has been completed. Thanks so much. And then I can add like the full name or something if I wanted to. And then that'll be sent out. So I think there's some placeholder text there for it. So that's the placeholder. If you don't have a customer, it'll show that. If you do, it'll show your most recent customer. So that looks good. So go ahead and play around with that. I'm not going to hop over to integrations or builder yet. What I want to show you is kind of what we're doing on that side. So I'm going to go ahead and click back over to this and show you what our micro builder even is. So I call it a micro builder because it's not a full builder like Divi or Elementor or Oxygen or something like that. It's just um, building the e-commerce pages. So I call it micro builder because it kind of only focuses on a few set of unique pages or components that you'll have. So this is an example of what the builder will look like for our single page checkout forms. So our single page checkout forms are going to be what's released in the closed beta, and currently what we have for Divi checkout, if you've heard of that. So what will happen is in the closed beta, you'll be able to create your single page checkout forms, and these are awesome for if you're selling digital products or if you're selling an online course or if you're just selling a single product. You know, there's just like one product and then a few variations or something like that. You can sell that. You can use a single page checkout form, and what you'll do is you'll create the form. You can customize it however you'd like. So I'll kind of take you through here. You know, you could add a title, a description. You'll have all the elements that you'd want. You can customize those and come in here and change some text, change the color, the letter spacing, the font size. Any sort of margins or padding for any of the elements you'll be able to adjust as well, whether that's the entire container or the text itself. If you want to adjust the form size, you can do that as well. And you can select all of these different components here. So here we'll have everything you could ever want, like name, email address, address for shipping, product, so you want to select a product, coupons, a name your price field. So basically, if you want to sell something and then have the customer sort of name whatever they want to pay in order to do that, you can do that. Set up a payment method, whether that's Stripe or Molly or PayPal. You can choose those. Add order bumps to it. You can add any custom fields that you'd like, and build the form however you'd like. So that's a single page checkout form. And then what will happen is once you create your form, once you finish any of your e-commerce components, what will happen is a shortcode will be generated, and you'll be able to see that right here. So I'm going to hop back over to the dev server here, and you'll see that I have a checkout form, and this is all just placeholder stuff right now. We haven't implemented the builder into WordPress yet. But what you can see is an example of a completed form. So I have, you know, the product here, I have the information about the customer, the shipping details, and then the order total, and then the payment method. So that's Apple Pay, Google Pay, PayPal, or credit or debit. And then you can see here I have a shortcode that I would be able to copy and paste onto a page, and then that form would appear. So you could imagine the same thing would happen with you know, with carts, with upsells. You could embed a little button to do upsells if you're creating like sales funnels. Any sort of component that you create inside of our little micro builder, then you would just copy the shortcode here and then paste that onto any page that you want. So basically, the entire North Commerce plugin gives you the freedom to design however and whatever you want, no matter what theme you're using or what builder you're using. It will be compatible with every single theme or builder that supports shortcodes, which is literally every single builder and theme. So that's how that will work. So it'll make it so much easier for you to create really cool e-commerce components, and then you'll be able to just simply embed them on a page. So that will give you full freedom. If you have questions about how North Commerce will work, kind of past that high-level overview, I would be more than happy to answer any questions or get any feedback you might have in the Discord. That's been a great place for all of us to communicate and to share some ideas, to request integrations or features. You can do that all in the Discord. If you're not super familiar with Discord at all, it's just a chat app, basically. It's a big group chat between all of us in the pre-alpha, and occasionally we'll talk about kind of issues we run into or anything like that. So that's kind of all that I'm going to show today, but I'm super excited about where we're headed, and I'm excited even more for you guys to try it out. So thank you so much. If you have any questions too, you can always leave a comment on this video, and I'd be more than happy to answer. Thanks so much, and thanks for watching, and I'm excited for you guys to try out North Commerce.